So much of what was done last year focused on three things. One was getting these acoustical panels put up there on the wall, as well as up on the ceiling over here. We've done kind of a grid pattern across the ceiling, sort of a checkerboard thing, to make sure that we've got good coverage and to really cut down on a lot of the reflections. You don't want to eliminate them, you just want to cut them down so that the room still has a bit of liveliness to it from a sound perspective, but doesn't soak and suck everything all in from a sound perspective, because then when you've got a whole group of people in here, they start singing and it's like you really can't hear anybody that's beside you. That was the first thing. The second thing that was done is these LED lights that are up in the ceiling here, as well as ones that are directly above me in the balcony. Right now I've just got little strips of what they call, you can hopefully see it from the side here, it's called just a little strip of stuff called, what do we call that? We call that diffusion. It's just basically a very thin film. Really, is all it does is actually cover it covers the LED so that there isn't as much of a glare coming off of it when you're actually in the room. So the second type of lights that were changed and altered from what we had last year was the inclusion of, for example, this spotlight that we have over here at the back. We have another one on the other side. But more importantly, we have in the ceiling here, we have these wash lights over here and here, as well as on the other side of the ceiling over there. And what they do is when you actually have the service going, the stage platform right now is relatively dark, but this provides a very lovely, even color of white light over the whole platform. What we had before was quite literally almost like 4 individual yellow incandescent spots from the spotlights that were actually up in the ceiling area of the platform. It provided light there, but it didn't really look or work very good. And when the pastor is preaching up at the front there by the pulpit, he would typically have shadows on his face because the light was coming from in behind. Now the lights are coming down at the front, so it's coming down in a 45-degree pattern, sort of, toward the middle, as well as 45-degree angle toward the front. And then there's 8 lights, or 4 lights that are in the platform that go and come at the speaker and the worship team from behind, not only to light up the back of their faces, but also to light up the music stands and the paperwork that they have there, so it's much easier to read. So that's just kind of the fundamental of where things are at as of this week, and we'll have some changes, not to that part, but to the audio. So we're going to have new speakers going in there. We'll have a center fill over here in the front, as well as a couple of fill speakers up where this fan is in the top of the ceiling.